Elsewhere, a section of lawmakers is urging the Ministry of Education to align funding with the actual number of learners to address growing concerns over capitation disbursement. They say the mismatch between the number of learners enrolled and the funds allocated is straining schools and undermining the delivery of free education in public, primary as well as secondary schools.
Is there a bracket there?
Yes. The debate on school capitation rages even after assurance that all is well. A section of members of parliament is raising the red flag over the glaring gaps between the official school enrollment figures and capitation funds released.
The difference between what NEMIS has captured, what is the actual number of students, continues to be a shifting target.
That's why we are telling the ministry, before you tell us anything about the 16, can we just have this capitation first going with data?
We need an assurance that the data for all the school-going children and students in this country will be captured so that we don't have a gap of those who are not in NEMIS and we still use them to disburse the capitation.
They say while Parliament already approved the full capitation, payments have not been forthcoming.
Urban areas like Nairobi, the effective figure per learner ends up being closer to the 16,000 which the Cabinet Secretary had spoken about. This is not because of a cut, not by National Assembly and certainly not by the National Treasury. It's because our schools are absorbing more students than the budget anticipated.
Budgetary limitations notwithstanding, the legislators say the situation is being worsened by lack of clear guidelines on allocation.
Some of the monies go to the regional directors, maybe for sporting activities and other activities. That they must find a way that all the money, the amount that is supposed to reach the students, should be able to reach the student. If they have budgetary constraints, then they also need to put budgetary allocation for these other activities.
The MPs also warned against politicization of the education sector.
We must nevertheless avoid the politicization of matters touching on education and the lives of our children, as has been witnessed in the last few days by politicians seeking to settle scores of whatever nature.
They emphasized the need for constant oversight, even as they pledged support for the broad-based government. Doreen Arange for Prime Edition.